everybody, I hope you are all having an amazing day. Welcome back to yet another video, and in this video we're going to dive into something really important when it comes to lucid dreaming and being able to lucid dream. You might have been trying the best techniques for lucid dreaming, you might have been writing your dreams down, but I've compiled a list of all the reasons that may be stopping you from actually having consistent lucid dreams. Lucid dreams do take dedication. You do have to have a steady practice in place, especially when you're first starting out with lucid dreaming. Eventually, you can make lucid dreaming a habit, but before it becomes a habit, it does take a little bit of work on your end to create the habit of lucid dreaming and awareness. And so in this video, I'm going to break down 15 reasons why you are not lucid dreaming. You don't have enough enthusiasm, playfulness, or determination. So in order to lucid dream, you really do have to want to lucid dream. Unless lucid dreaming completely comes naturally, it does take some enthusiasm about the practice, it does take some playfulness, and it does take some determination. If you're always down on yourself every single time you wake up without a lucid dream, then that's actually going to affect your ability to lucid dream. You do have to have enthusiasm with the practice, a level of playfulness, and you have to really be determined to lucid dream and have a strong desire in place. So really think about why you want to lucid dream, and if you are determined, maybe you're angry when you wake up when you don't have a lucid dream, or maybe you're simply just trying too hard to have a lucid dream. So maybe reevaluate your enthusiasm for lucid dreaming, how you're coming at the practice emotionally, and how that could be affecting your ability to actually lucid dream. You don't use your dream journal every morning. So it doesn't matter if you lucid dream that morning, you must write your dreams down. And believe it or not, it doesn't even matter if you dream that night either. You must write in your dream journal. Dream journaling is a practice. It helps you build your dream recall over time. And I know so many people that say, oh, I don't write my dreams down because I'm not remembering any dreams anyways. Well, writing in your dream journal is basically showing to your brain that it is a priority to dream and you are dedicated to bringing awareness into your sleep. So really what dream journaling does is it helps your brain know that dreaming is important to you and that you're paying attention. If your brain does not think you're paying attention to your dreams, then you probably aren't going to have very solid dream recall. So before you go to bed at night, what I'd recommend doing is falling asleep with a specific affirmation. For me, if I'm having low dream recall, and this is what I recommend to my clients as well, I always say to fall asleep with the affirmation, tonight I remember my dreams. I have excellent dream recall. Now you can change up this affirmation a little bit and change it to what works for you, but I have found this affirmation to really work universally, and this is really a way to fall asleep with an intention. And if you've been a part of the channel for some time, you'll know that the last couple minutes of wakefulness is when your subconscious mind opens, which really is a state of hypnotherapy or hypnosis. So by falling asleep with an intention, you're implanting an affirmation into your subconscious and an intention into your subconscious that you will remember your dreams and you are paying attention to your dreams and you do intend to remember your dreams. As soon as you wake up, you want to grab your dream journal immediately and report anything that happened at night when you were sleeping. Now, if you don't remember any dreams, that is totally fine. You simply want to write down the date and the time in which you wake up and just simply write, I didn't remember any dreams last night, or I have no dream recall from last night. And if you do remember a little piece of your dream, you just want to simply write down anything that you remember. The most important part to using your dream journal every single day is that you simply write in your dream journal every single day. So it doesn't matter if you have a dream to write down or not. The most important thing is to use your dream journal every single day as soon as you wake up, and you'll notice after doing this for about a week, your dream recall will naturally start to increase. Hey Juno, did you have good dreams? Do you want to tell us about it? Ooh, interesting. You don't do conscious awareness checks or ask yourself if you could be dreaming when something odd happens. So a huge part of lucid dreaming, arguably one of the biggest parts of lucid dreaming, is building awareness. So how can we have lucid dreams and be aware in our dreams if we aren't practicing awareness in waking life? That's really how we create the habit of lucid dreaming, is by creating a habit of awareness in the waking state. See the waking state as a practice ground for your lucid dreams. If you want to be more aware in your dreams, you must become more aware in waking life. So do you just go throughout your day on autopilot and you don't even remember what you ate, you don't remember the ride to work, and you just kind of black out throughout your day? If this is something that you do, you'll notice you go unconscious in your dreams. You never question if you're dreaming when you're dreaming, because you never question if you're dreaming when you are awake. So see the waking state as a practice ground, and however you act in waking life, that is actually how you're going to show up in the dream. So if you notice that you're on autopilot in your dreams and you're not paying attention to anything that's going on, especially if something odd happens in your dream and you just dismiss it as something normal, then that shows you that you need to build more awareness in waking life. And there is something called the weird technique, and this is one of the awareness practices that I practice every day and something that I recommend to my clients. Anytime something odd happens in waking life, anytime something catches your attention, or something stands out, or it's something out of the ordinary, you want to ask yourself if you could be dreaming. And you really want to ponder this question: could I be dreaming? Now, we always just assume that we are awake, right? But how do we know that we're awake if we didn't check? We want to get in the habit of checking if we are awake and asking ourselves questions to determine if we are awake or asleep. If you get in the habit of checking if you're awake anytime something odd happens, then the next time you have a weird dream or something odd happens, you're automatically, habitually going to ask yourself if you could be dreaming, which will increase your chances of turning that dream into a lucid dream. So to have more lucid dreams and to be more aware in your dreams, practice building more awareness in waking life and looking at the world around you and really questioning if you're actually awake or not. You don't have a steady sleep schedule. It's best to sleep more. Did you know that just adding 2 extra hours onto your sleep will actually double your chances of having a lucid dream? We go into REM sleep roughly every 90 minutes of sleep, and as the night goes on, our REM stages get longer every 90 minutes, which means the longer you sleep, the longer your REM stages are going to be, and the more chances you have to have a lucid dream. Have you ever taken a nap during the day or slept in maybe an hour or 2 longer and you noticed you had so many dreams within that period? That's because in the morning, the earlier hours of the morning, that's when our longest REM stages are. So our dreams are going to be vivid, they're going to be longer, and we're more likely to be more aware in our dreams because we are more rested and we have more conscious awareness. So even if you have just 1 day off a week to just relax and do whatever you want to, maybe turn that day into a day to practice lucid dreaming, or at least get more sleep, and see how that influences your dreaming practice. You smoke cannabis. Now, I've talked about this before on my channel, but it is very, very, very important. Some people have a hard time sleeping, and so cannabis is used to help people get to sleep. People use it for anxiety, people use it for tons of things, but it's actually super, super, super detrimental to your dreaming practice. When you smoke cannabis, it completely suppresses your REM sleep, and REM is what we use to dream and lucid dream. That's what we go into every 90 minutes of our sleep cycle. And when you smoke cannabis, especially before bed, it's actually putting you into a very deep sleep, and you're basically skipping out on REM sleep, and this is why you really won't remember your dreams while you're smoking cannabis. But there is something that you can do. When you're smoking cannabis, you can actually take a break for even a few days, a week, a month, however long you're comfortable with, if possible, and you'll experience something called REM rebound. This is when all of the REM dreaming sleep that you missed out on when you were smoking cannabis all comes back at once. This is why when people stop smoking cannabis for a couple days to a week to 2 weeks, they'll notice their dreams get really, really intense. That's because you basically paused your REM sleep and it's all coming back all at once. So your dreams are actually going to be more vivid and more clear than they usually are, even when you're not smoking cannabis. So what I would definitely recommend to you is if you're smoking cannabis, play around with it and see if you can cash in on REM rebound and influence your dream practice in a positive way. And if you don't want to stop smoking cannabis altogether, you can smoke it in the mornings. That's what's recommended. If you still want to use it, then you do have a higher chance of dreaming and potentially lucid dreaming at night, but it is still less likely than if you were just not smoking it at all. So if you can even just experiment and take a month break, you'll really see that your dreaming practice drastically increases in vivid dreams, lucid dreams, and just dream recall overall. You feel stressed, drained, or tired frequently. If you feel stressed or drained or tired, you're going to go into a deeper sleep, or you might wake up throughout the night and completely disrupt your sleeping cycle. So if you have been stressed throughout the day, really see what is stressing you out and how you can positively change that to influence your sleep in a positive way. The goal is to get more sleep and more restful sleep. Not only will you feel better throughout the day, but your dreaming practice will drastically improve and you'll have more chances to actually lucid dream. So try to decrease your stress in whatever way possible. Do things that make you happy during the day. Do something creative. Do something that really lights you up, and you will notice that you sleep a lot easier, you feel happier during the day, and you'll have higher dream recall and higher chances to have a lucid dream. You eat food right before bed. So what happens when we eat food right before bed? Well, number one, we go to bed full, and that doesn't really feel good, does it? And your body has to use all of its energy to digest the food, and that takes away from the energy that it uses to create your dream content. Something I do is called intermittent fasting, and that's basically where I have an 8-hour eating window every single day, and the rest of the day I am fasting. I start eating at 1 p.m. and then I stop eating at 9 p.m. Obviously, I don't eat the entire 8 hours, but that is my eating window for if I want to eat throughout the day. That way I go to bed feeling light, I don't feel heavy, and I have more energy to put towards my dreams and my dream recall. And this also helps with out-of-body experiences, because when you're having an out-of-body experience, you are using your energy body. And if you don't have enough energy because it all went to digesting food, then you're probably not going to have a lot of success with inducing out-of-body experiences either. So try to stop eating at least 2 hours before bed to have more success with remembering your dreams, having vivid dreams, and inducing lucid dreams and out-of-body experiences. Your bedroom isn't clean or inspiring. Now, I don't want to be the one to tell you to clean your room, but it actually might be helpful and positively influence your dreaming practice. This takes up the overall energy in your room, and you could feel stressed being in a dirty environment, or it could just feel cluttered, and it can actually just affect your sleep overall, even just taking dreams out of the equation. It can actually affect your dreams, and this can actually cause insomnia, believe it or not. Energy is real, and the energy that you have in your room does affect how you sleep, and it does affect your dream content. So you want to see your room as a space where you dream. You want to see your bed as a dreaming temple, and you want to see your bedroom as a place where you have incredible spiritual experiences, or you can induce altered states of consciousness. So maybe redo your room, redo it. Change things around, move things around, and make it feel inspiring to your dream practice. You can even create a dream altar in your room next to your bed and put things on a table really nicely, and however you want to do it, that inspire your dreams and make you think about your dreams. You want to see your bedroom as a place where you actually go to other realms of consciousness, and so you do want that place to feel relaxing, you do want that place to encourage sleep, and you do want that place to encourage dreams. You don't think, read, or talk about lucid dreaming enough. This is very, very, very important, especially when you're just starting. You want to take in as much dream content as you possibly can, whether it's reading about lucid dreaming, whether it's talking about lucid dreaming, whether it's just thinking about lucid dreaming, or watching lucid dreaming documentaries, or listening to lucid dream stories. You really want to flood your mind with as much lucid dreaming content as possible, because the more you're thinking about lucid dreaming during the day, the more you're talking about lucid dreaming during the day, the more likely you're going to think and talk about lucid dreaming when you're dreaming, leading to lucid dreams. And something that I like to do is anytime I hear something during the day that reminds me of dreams, whether it's the word dreams or anything about lucid dreaming or something that I've seen in my dreams before that immediately makes me think of my dreams, I will do a reality check and check if I'm dreaming. That way, the next time I'm in my dream and I'm thinking about lucid dreaming in my dream, or I'm talking about dreaming with a dream character, I'm more likely to do a reality check to check if I'm dreaming, and that will lead to a lucid dream. So you really want to get excited about lucid dreaming. You want to be thinking about it a lot. You want to be writing about it, reading about it, watching anything on it. You really just want to be taking in as much dreaming content as possible. Because again, if you want something to happen in your dreams, you need to start implementing those things in waking life. Just like with awareness, if you want to be more aware in your dreams, you need to be more aware in waking life. So if you want to be thinking about lucid dreams more and talking about lucid dreams more in your dreams, you need to start doing the same exact thing in your waking life. You think lucid dreaming is hard. Our beliefs actually influence our thoughts, and our thoughts influence our feelings. Our feelings influence our actions, and our actions influence our results. So it really all ties back to beliefs. What are your beliefs about lucid dreaming? Do you think that it's hard? Do you think that it's difficult? Do you think that it takes years and years and years to have a lucid dream? Well, whatever you believe, you are right. So really focus on looking at your beliefs and how you actually think about lucid dreaming, because even if you don't believe it, you can start telling yourself that lucid dreaming is easy and lucid dreaming is fun and it's exciting and it happens more and more frequently the more time that goes on. You can start implementing new beliefs, which will lead to new thoughts, which will lead to new feelings, which will lead to new actions, which will lead to new results. So really monitor your beliefs about lucid dreaming, and if you think it's hard or if you think that it can be effortless. You're scared of lucid dreaming or sleep paralysis. So if you're scared about lucid dreaming or even sleep paralysis or out-of-body experiences, your brain is naturally going to want to keep you away from those things. So it is best to get comfortable with the idea of lucid dreams, with the idea of sleep paralysis, and with the idea of out-of-body experiences. I'm not telling you that you're guaranteed to go into sleep paralysis when you have a lucid dream, but it's better to break down all of these fear barriers before you go into the practice. That way, no matter what happens, you're ready for it, you're excited, and you make the most of your experience. And if you are scared of lucid dreams, if you are scared of sleep paralysis, or if you are scared of having out-of-body experiences, really ask yourself why. And keep tying back the why. Well, why is that? Okay, well, why is that? Well, why is that? And what I want you to know is that you are safe in all of these experiences, whether it's lucid dreams, sleep paralysis, or out-of-body experiences. I know a lot of people are scared of sleep paralysis, and sleep paralysis honestly has a bad rep. But if you learn about it, if you learn the science about sleep paralysis, how it works, why it works, and how it's a natural part of our biology, and we go into it 4 to 5 times a night naturally anyways, that's going to help break down your fears of sleep paralysis so you're more prepared for anything. And if you haven't checked out my playlist on sleep paralysis on my YouTube channel, I definitely recommend checking that out, because I've made tons of videos on sleep paralysis, everything you need to know about sleep paralysis, what it is, how to induce it, how to get over the fear, how to stop it just in case you need to, and literally all about sleep paralysis. I have Q&As on there as well, so definitely check that out to get more familiar with sleep paralysis, because now I get excited about sleep paralysis because I know it is a gateway to lucid dreams and out-of-body experiences, and plus I just think the sensations are cool and it's interesting and it's just a fun experience. So I would suggest creating new beliefs around this as well, and seeing all of these experiences as fun and, more importantly, safe. You don't know your why for lucid dreaming. If you don't know your why for lucid dreaming, it's going to be harder to have a lucid dream. You have to have a specific intention for lucid dreaming. What's your motivation for lucid dreaming? Why do you want to have a lucid dream? What would you use your lucid dreams for? And this is also helpful because if you spontaneously had a lucid dream tonight and you didn't know your why, you'd probably wake up from your lucid dream because you had no idea what you wanted to do. There were too many possibilities, and so you just wasted the entire dream thinking about what you should do, and then the lucid dream ended. So what I would do is take a piece of paper and write down your why for lucid dreaming. Why you want to have a lucid dream? What will that lucid dream help you do, or what help provide you? What can you use your lucid dreams for? In your next lucid dream or your first lucid dream, what will you do? You really want to have a game plan for your lucid dreams because sometimes you never know when you're going to have a lucid dream, and it's better to have a plan and be prepared and make the most of your lucid dreams than not have a plan and have a precious lucid dream go to waste. So really look at your why and why you want to have one and why you're motivated to have a lucid dream in the first place. You don't see regular dreams as important. Now I know many people put lucid dreaming on a pedestal, but lucid dreamings aren't more important than regular dreams. They're both dreams, they're just different experiences. And there's so many profound things that come from regular lucid dreams and profound things that come from lucid dreams. Some dreams you are not meant to get lucid in because there is medicine in that dream for you. You are meant to see something, you are meant to experience something, and you can have very important and profound and symbolic dreams, whether it's a regular dream or whether it is a lucid dream. And you really want to create the same mindset for both experiences, whether it is a regular dream or whether it is a lucid dream. Even if I have a really good vivid dream, I will wake up and I will feel excited, I will start deciphering it, I will write it in my dream journal, and when I am meditating in the morning, I will replay that dream through my mind as vividly as possible. And this is also a technique to help you go back into a dream that you just had. So dreams are important whether it's a non-lucid dream or a lucid dream, so don't be disappointed when you have a regular non-lucid dream and you don't have a lucid dream, because by doing that, you're telling your brain that dreams are not important. And like we discussed earlier, you need to tell your brain, you need to show your brain that dreaming is a priority. It doesn't matter if it's a non-lucid dream or a lucid dream. You need to tell your brain that dreaming in general is a priority and you are listening to your dreams and you do want to experience dreams in general. The more you show your brain that dreams are a priority and the more awareness you bring to your dreams, the more dreams you're going to have, the more symbolic dreams you're going to have, and the more awareness you're going to have in your dreams, which will ultimately lead to more lucid dreams. You try the same techniques over and over. Now, if you try the same techniques over and over, they're eventually going to stop working because your brain got used to those techniques. When I first started practicing induction techniques for lucid dreams or out-of-body experiences, they seemed to work flawlessly, and I found some of my favorite techniques. But when I was waking up at the same exact time every night to practice a technique, and I was doing the same exact techniques and methods, eventually my body and my brain got so used to it that my brain would wake me up before my alarm went off, and so I would already be out of my REM sleep because I was doing the same thing over and over and over every single night. So the best thing you can do is explore tons of techniques, explore tons of methods, and constantly be learning in your dreaming practice. And honestly, you don't even need to rely on techniques when it comes to lucid dreaming, because the biggest things you need to do to have a lucid dream practice is to write your dreams down every single morning, or at least use your dream journal every single morning, build up your dream recall, and build up your awareness and critical thinking throughout the day. Because if you do that and you're remembering your dreams and you're building up that awareness and having a critical mind regarding your environment, then you will naturally have those lucid dreams since you've been writing them down, and you'll automatically bring more awareness and critical thinking into your dreams, which will ultimately lead to more lucid dreams. So techniques are just a plus if you want to induce a lucid dream at will, but if you want to have consistent lucid dreams, then it is best to implement more awareness throughout your day, because if you have a habit of awareness, then you'll eventually have a habit of awareness in your dreams. You rely only on techniques without awareness or critical thinking practices. Now, I know we just talked about this, but if you had to choose between induction techniques and reality checks and critical thinking and awareness practices, I would definitely choose the awareness and critical thinking practices, because you can't really have lucid dreams if you're not aware. You can't have lucid dreams if you don't practice awareness, because you wouldn't be aware that you're dreaming. So it is very, very, very important to bring more awareness to your day, to really question your environment, especially when something weird pops up. And then if you want to add techniques on top of that, then that is something that I would recommend. I would recommend using techniques on your days off, or when you have just a day to chill. I wouldn't recommend doing techniques every single night, because number one, you'll be drained, you'll most likely disrupt your sleep cycle, and your body will get used to waking up and doing these techniques, and eventually they won't work. So if you're going to choose between techniques and building up awareness, I would definitely choose awareness. But if you are going to do techniques, I would definitely just recommend trying and experimenting different things and even seeing if you can create your own induction techniques. Okay guys, and that is all for this video. I hope that these 15 things helped you figure out why you could not be lucid dreaming, and I hope they helped you steer you on the right path so you have more lucid dreams in the future. If you have any questions about this video or anything you might want to add to this video, make sure to leave it in the comments so I check it out. I also created a community Snapchat, so if you want to add me on Snapchat, then make sure to check the link in the description. And if you want to induce lucid dreams or out-of-body experiences in 30 days or less, that will be in the description as well, where you can find my classes, my courses, and my mentorships. And I also have an email list, so if you're interested in receiving emails about lucid dreaming and out-of-body experiences, whether it's techniques, methods, stories, or just cool facts, then make sure to check out my email list and subscribe down below. All links for everything that you guys will need will be in the description, so just definitely check that out and see what resonates with you. Again, if you're not subscribed to this channel and you do like the content I create, it would be very, very helpful if you would subscribe, and that way you don't miss out on any future content as well. I would love to have you a part of the Dream family. Alright guys, and that is all for this video. Thank you all so much for joining. I can't wait to see you again, and as always, I'm sending you endless love and endless lucidity. Got so much dirt on your head. Oh my gosh.